Hey traders, KB here with OnToTrade. You know, every morning in our live trade room, we game plan for the price action that's coming before the New York session opens. We game plan around the key price levels that our proprietary IBF indicator generates for us. We plan our trades and we trade our plan. Let's take a look at how that's working out for us. We'll go ahead and move forward in the trade so you can see what happens here. We've already made our first adjustment to the stop on the NQ. We just made one on the ES. So both of these trades are now risk-free. I've zoomed out here to a higher time frame to adjust that target on the ES, and I'm checking that on the NQ. So that was right there in that previous consolidation range, which is also where we had an SR target. And so you'll see what happens here. As the trade progresses, you'll notice that we are going to make some adjustments to our stop loss. We're not married to the idea that we have a target and it has to get there. It certainly does not. And so our trade management rules help us to make adjustments to the stop loss as the trade progresses. So the trade's progressing. We're looking for it to get below this low area right here and come down and test this SR, and as that happens, we'll make an adjustment to the stop loss here. So on the NQ, we're getting down close to that next SR, and over here on the ES, we're getting close to this previous low area where we made the bounce in the morning. So you can see on the NQ, we just adjusted the stop loss to the top of this candle in anticipation of the next candle opening, and now as we're getting some momentum to the downside, I've gone halfway down this candle because again, I don't know that it's going to reach this target. It may very well see some price action over here in this previous day high. That's likely to get tested as a support area, and so we're tightening up over here because if that holds, we're not going to get our target, and we don't want to give up too much of this trade. Same thing over here on the ES. We've tightened up to the top of the current candle is the adjustment to the stop loss. You can see the NQ at the moment is up about 85 points. The ES is up about 18 points. Just made another adjustment to the stop on the NQ and now the ES. The ES, we've got our stop right over here based on this swing low. The NQ is kind of in between ranges here, but it's right down at that level from the previous day where the bounce high. So, you know, that resistance is going to get tested as support. That's exactly what's happening right now. So we've tightened up our stops here. We'll see if this is just consolidation or if it's going to retrace and take us out. Yep, so that one just got filled. I think we took about 68 points on the NQ. At one point it was up probably about 85 points, but you can see over here that swing high from going into the close, that bounce area, that's exactly where this trade eventually fails, right? So let's watch the ES over here. Yep, so we just got stopped out there on the ES, a little over 13 points, but two great trades made simultaneously based on the same perspective. We're looking at the macro view. We're looking at the big picture. As day traders, it's really essential that you're zooming out, that you're looking at the macro big picture view. So what does that mean? That means look at monthly charts, weekly charts, daily charts, and then looking at, you know, your 60-minute chart, your 15-minute chart, and hopefully you've got institutional grade indicator like the IBF to highlight the key price levels for you. So we've got those right here on our charts, and we've also got a methodology that teaches us what other areas in between these where we might see some price action and where a trade could actually fail. So that's how we knew we would see price action here on the NQ. It's because we've zoomed out, we've looked at the macro view. The macro view always instructs our game plan for the day. Happy trading, trade smart, trade safe, Trade confident, trade with OnToTrade.